let's switch over, Phil, to a more positive note, right? Like, since the academics interview, like, what has life been like for DrexTheJoint?
Everything. Well, after that, I got my house. I got the house. I feel like, I feel like, I just started, cause before I got the house, like I had to stay away from the city and all that shit. So it was like I
was just too hot.
So separate from my yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I was like, for a minute, I was like separate from my family and shit.
Oh sure.
So when all that shit happened, like I don't know, I just started feeling more connected. And then my brother, that's my brother. Yeah, that's when I got to meet my brother and shit. And that's when all that shit was like taking off and everything. And yeah, I feel like it just made me more connected with my family for sure. Yeah. Like it just made me. Yeah, it made me like realize what all this shit does, like the positive side, you know?
Yeah.
Like without besides all the drama and shit, like what else this shit comes with, you know? Like moving out the hood, getting my first car, like just doing shit I never done before.
Man, that's what's up, bro. Like, I don't even know you, but nigga, low key proud of you, type shit.
Nah, I appreciate that for
sure.
Because
a lot of folks don't be, they can't be doing that.
Nah, for sure.
But I want to go back to Moreno, right? Because when you had first announced that bro was actually your real life brother, a lot of people on the internet was like, "Damn, like these niggas publicity stunt, you know what I'm saying, like type shit."
Nah, we look identical for sure.
Yeah. and then earlier in this interview, when you had said that, like, I guess you was born in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like it kind of makes sense because he's from like the general area and shit.
Yeah.
So like what happened like to separated that made you come to Cali, but bro stayed over there?
No, he didn't stay in North Carolina. He stayed in Mexico. He stayed before I was even born. Okay.
Is he older or?
He's older. Yeah, he's
by
by 6 years.
No, shit.
Shit. By like 6 years, like 6 years. So, what's it called? What am I about to say? So
he went to Mexico. You went to
no.
Cali?
He's from Mexico. He's from Mexico. He's born and raised in Mexico. Like he's never been out here and then went back. Never. Fucking what was I about to say? So what happened was my mom. I have an older sister. I also from out there, which I also barely met like before him. Cause so I have two of them. My brother, my Moreno, and my sister. I had just met them like I met my sister like before him, a little bit way before him, but then I met him after.
Yeah,
so what happened with them?
Not to cut you off, but is it the same mom and dad?
Yeah, same mom and dad. Yeah.
Okay, and then
so my basically what happened was my Moreno was born over there, whatever, and my mom came out here. She came out here for obviously like because over there was another thing to provide for them, but he was a baby. So. Let's say she took him, did all that shit. Like he could have died, like on the process.
Oh, right.
Everything. She could have, so she didn't. She's like, oh, like let me just do like
play it safe.
Yeah, play it safe.
Right.
So she could be out there and provide
later
for all for my, So yeah, and that's how. So she went to North Carolina. But also it was because my real dad. He also was telling her like, oh, come out here, because he was out there too. So she went to North Carolina. She went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and then that's where I was born. My brother, my older brother, my older sister, then there's me, and then that's where I was born. And then we came out to Santa. Okay, so I moved a lot when I was younger. I moved a lot. I went from North Carolina to Texas.
Oh, you in Texas?
Yeah, but I wasn't living there. I was like there for like 2 months.
Okay.
Like just like going towards Santa Ana. Okay, so my mom and my stepdad through like Facebook and shit, and that's where we were going to. But we went from no. Actually, no. I'll take that back. Okay, so my mom's dad, my mom's uncle, which is my grandpa, he stayed in Fresno. So we went from North Carolina to Texas. In the process of going to Fresno, and we stayed there for like a couple months, like 2 months, and then we went to Fresno. And we stayed there for 3 months. And then, like, in that process, my mom and my stepdad, which who she's with right now still.
Okay.
So, and my stepdad lived in Santana. So, we came from right there we came to Santana.
Right.
And then ever since then, I grew up right here and everything.
Oh, it all makes sense because there's a lot of confusion on the internet. And it's like, these fools are just making it up. So like, internet shit.
Yeah.
But that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
But all during this time, Moreno's in Mexico.
Yeah, but like one thing, I always knew he was my brother. Obviously, like people don't know that. They thought like, oh, we were brothers through rap. But no, that's not the case. I always knew he was brother. Whereas my brother, he would like one thing about my brother. He was always like he came from that. Like he came later on. He had came back. He had came to the U.S., which is somewhere in the U.S. But like he would still like he would still check up on us and what like he like
on Facebook or
like
shit?
Yeah, through my mom's number or whatever. Like we always kept in contact. Basically, we always kept in contact. And then, but what made us more connected was the music, though. Like we were never this close as we are, so we started making music. Like one thing about him, like when I always needed something, he was always there. Like that's why I'm telling you, that's why they build them different in Mexico. Like they always build them. Like I swear, they always like they build them different.
What you mean? Elaborate on that. Like what you mean exactly?
It's like my brother came from out there. We had it. One thing we had it better than him coming to right here, like coming to America, like being born in America.
Like living
we had it way better than him. Like okay, one thing I always say, always like what's that word? I always like I don't know. I just like he's like one of a kind for sure because let's say for hypothetically, let's say your mom left you in Mexico, like not left you, but like to provide for you, like for basically like I ain't even gonna like
yeah. I get what
basically you most people would come like would feel a lot of resentment, like be like, oh, you're right there with them, like with my little brother, like why couldn't I be there with But he never showed me once, like none of my family, like oh like fuck, like whatever, like fuck you guys, like you guys, I'm right here.
It was all love.
Yeah, it was always love. Like even when he came out here, like he's always like, oh, what do you need? He's like, oh, I got this. Like, what do you need? You need help? Like when I first started making music, he's the one that helped me with United Masters. He put my studio sessions. He paid for him. He was always there. Like my mom, to this day, mom always needs something.
Like a real brother.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's what I'm saying. They build them different out there. Like it ain't nothing like because right there, that's what makes you like coming from nothing really makes you humble. Like it's like yeah, I feel like I like grew up with a struggle, but their struggle is way different than ours.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's way different.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. Like when he had like I know he recently like linked up with you, right? Like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah,
like bro actually came out here and shit.
Yeah,
like is that the first time?
No, he's been out here.
Okay, so you met him before, like face to face?
No. I never met him before. Face to face. Okay, so he came over here when he was like what, like 16. Right now, you could blur the age, right?
Yeah,
because I don't know if I'll talk to him, see if he wants that shit on there.
That's cool. We'll check it out.
Yeah, so he came out here when he was 16, and then he's now he's 20. He's like 25, about to turn 26. Oh. So he's been through this whole, but we never met because he's over there, like in the different side of the U.S. So he's out there, so we never really met. So we came to California, you know. So yeah, so that first time meeting him, it was my first time meeting him.
Is it because I know he talks Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Like, is it easy for you to communicate with him? Like,
okay,
so talk Spanish with him.
Okay, so I know Spanish. My first language was Spanish.
So you can talk Spanish.
Yeah, I can talk Spanish.
So can we conduct this interview like in a couple minutes in Spanish?
Yeah.
See how good your Spanish is.
Yeah.
All right. So ¿sí puedes hablar con el Moreno en español?
Sí, puedo hablar con él. Pero la diferencia es que aquí nosotros hablamos español. Como yo pienso que hablo español bien.
Ajá.
Pero como cuando hablo con alguien cuando hablo con alguien que es de México,
ajá,
me doy cuenta cuánto.
I'm not gonna lie. He might speak a little better Spanish.
I speak Spanish for sure.
Yo,
we'll continue it.
I think I got me when he said la cuenta. I'm like, that's not even some shit I would say.
One thing I know how to speak Spanish for sure, but it's like, pero cuando conoces a alguien de México y como que llega a México,
mexicano que
que es de México y todo eso, y cuando se comunica y todo eso, cuando se comunican y todo eso, what's that? How do you say realize?
Yeah.
What
you say what?
How do you say realize? Cuando te
relacionamos or realiza?
Cuando te das cuenta.
Yeah.
Como te das cuenta, como nigga.
Yeah, como. Yeah,
like,
te pega que
it's
no.
chopped. It's chopped. Okay, so. Because yo comparándome con otra gente que es de México aquí, yo hablo bien español, pero comparándome con alguien que es de México, no.
Con los pochos, sí, pero con los mexicanos.
Sí.
Like, como no, fuck this, mira. Like you can't talk to them how you want to talk to them.
It's cool, but what I'm trying to say is like, okay, so my brother's really from Mexico, and out here, my Spanish is good as fuck. But comparing it to someone from Mexico, it's like it's nothing like it's chop. It's for sure chop. But then I speak Spanish better than the average. That's one thing for sure.
No, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I talk to a lot of like Chicanos, whatever you want to call them. They can't talk Spanish. Like,
like it's like they know all, like me. I got like fuck. Like I gotta stop and like fuck. How do you say this?
Can you talk to like Mexicans like?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
not like proper, but like the rancho, like. You want to like how you want to talk to like a homie, like
for sure,
like with slang and shit. Like,
and I'll be doing that. One thing is funny, I'll be doing that on purpose because I ask all the homies. I'll be talking like let's say like elotera or something like be coming through
Yeah.
Like, oh, ¿cómo está? Me da un elote con esquite y todo eso. And they was like, oh shit,
they be tripping out and
shit. But it's like I do it on purpose to trip them out.
Yeah,
it's funny.